Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Kurr Snaga, which is a low poly melee combat game, I guess? Is there a tutorial? It seemed to be grayed out, which is a weird choice. Use the WASD keys to move. Okay. E to kick. Nice. I got an axe. Use the mouse wheel to switch between your two weapons. Can I not pick that one up? Okay. Alright, so slash. Slash. Alright, let's do this. Right down a block. Okay, I can do that. Ow! That is a lot of blood. But you know, it's all in good fun, low poly blood. Block right before an enemy's attack to bounce them away. Press F to middle mouse button to throw your weapon. Two birds, huh? Alright, let's try and bounce a dude away. I didn't. I like that attack. Nope. No. Ow! Oh, there we go! That is the thing about which I'm speaking. Can I kick dudes into towers or some such? Or ow? There we go. That's what I want to do. Kick him into a spike tower. Wait, why did he die? I just blocked. Oh, maybe he bounced into the spike tower. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's try the game in full. I wonder what Kurr Snaga means. Alright. Alright, I gotta get better. Oh, yeah, no, that's what happened. He bounced into the tower. I just thought he was going to stick to the tower because it's made of spikes, but it's not that kind of game. And again, which Point Break is that you're watching? The original or the terrible Point Break? Alright, must kick people into...
This is my face as I wait for the answer.
As well you should.
Because you should never watch the terrible Point Break.
Oh,
I'm
get
okay
up.
if you watch the remake called Fast and the Furious. It's the same damn movie.
Everyone knows that. Well, that's sad. No! Damn your dancing techniques! Oh, what? You were actually sword fighting? Gotcha. Hey, Hylian, what's up? Frankel? Okay. Yeah! There we go. Oh, you can kill them while they're on the ground. That's terrible. Oh, he's got one of those Egyptian swords that have been made famous by Game of Thrones. They don't have Egyptians using them, obviously, because there are no Egyptians in the world of Game of Thrones, as far as I know. You know, the curved, the scythe that has a straight handle.
Oh, yeah. That's been in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Just popularized by Game of Thrones. Yeah! Gotcha. I'm getting okay at that block. See? Alright, so let's try the new weapon. Oh, I don't have a second weapon. I thought I had a second weapon. That's my bad. Exactly right. Wow! That was fantastic. Oh, everyone be on the lookout. I'll be putting up a video about Game of Thrones, of all things, later today. I know I don't normally talk about Game of Thrones, but the stupidest thing that's ever happened on that show happened. So I thought, hey, time for me to make a video about it, because it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And this show's apparently been really dumb for the past 4 years, so it's kind of a big deal that only now have I been like, yeah, this is too far. Oh, he fell down a pit. Cute little guy. Yeah, I don't think that kind of, like, charging forward thrust move is good when you're holding an axe, dude. What? Oh, he tried a fancy move, but I was ready for him. I mean, this whole thing is kind of playing like What if, wait. Damn, that was nice. Yes. What if, oh god, what's the name of that Gladiator VR game I love so much? Gladiators VR. It's really embarrassing. Eliminate the enemy. Marketplace raid. I would like a dagger, please. Finishing off people on the ground after kicking them isn't the most honorable way of fighting, but I seem to be playing as an orc, so I guess that's okay. Because historically, orcs aren't the most honorable folks. Oh, hey, we still haven't tried throwing a weapon. Let's try that. He blocked it. That was not good. Let's try to grab that again. Thank you. Oh, I kicked the ground. No, you're right, Hylian. It's a pretty adorbs game for a game about bloody hand-to-hand combat. One issue is, like, and I mean, it's not a big issue, but it is an issue. That it's like, it's very limited combat. You can't, like, the only way you can, like, break a block is by kicking them, right? Oh, no! That was cute. So you have two options. Dodge. How do I pick that up? Oh. Nice. Right, dodge until they miss and then hit them while they're recovering. Or, see? Or knock them down in some way and hit them when they're on the ground. And, like, that's kind of limited. They're really good at blocking thrown weapons. Seriously, like, how? Did you see that? He blocked the thrown weapon and it bounced back into my hands. That's amazing. They're almost cartoonishly good at that. Sorry, pal. I mean, just as an experience, it's cute enough. I wish there was, like, context, any kind of a story, like a reason for all of this to be happening. Maybe we'll find out later that there was, but it kind of feels like they decided to get the combat going first, and then everything else they were going to worry about later. Do I have two I have two Warhammers. Huh. Alright, so let's try something. I'll try sneaking up way behind a guy, throwing something from a distance. Well, that wasn't impressive. Let's try that. Maybe aim a little lower. I thought it would fly in an arc, but apparently it just flies straight forward. Nope, missed that too. Hey, he's got a cleaver! I mean, I know it's a combat cleaver, which is apparently a thing now, but it's still pretty cute. Ooh, I've killed 8 people. Nice. Whoa! What was that growl sound? We heard a growl. Was that a puppy? Is there a killer puppy on the loose? Finally! Oh my god, the cleaver was sticking out of his body. That's so great. Okay. Most entertaining thing about this game so far, the way when you kick guys into, like, physicsy places, those things crumble. So let's try to do more of that. Where's the super long sword I saw one guy draw? One dude had a really crazy long sword. I would love to pick that up. No sign of that. Alright, so now we're going to focus on kicking guys into market carts. Hey, buddy. And market stalls, obviously. I missed. Wasn't for a lack of trying. Here, follow me into this. Yes. Oh, that makes me happy. That's not the longsword I was thinking of. Seriously, I swear somebody dropped a crazy long blade around here somewhere. Weird that I lost it so suddenly. Oh, wait, you automatically pick up items when you walk over them. So if I just... Oh, whoa, hey there, buddy. Nice. I'll just throw this away and I'll walk around until I got another sword, right? Well, wherever it is, it's not here. This guy looks like he's taking things seriously. Oh, but now he's dead. There was 8 left. I hadn't killed 8 guys. I didn't keep my eyes on the number. That's on me. Okay. What is the next level? Dungeon? Is it a dungeon? Am I going to a dungeon? Please tell me I'm in a dungeon. Nope. Oh my god, look! There's a big physics tower to kick people into. That is a lot of dudes. But then I killed 4 of them with one thrown weapon? Which is kind of amazing, really. Like, I'm not saying that's a record, but gotta be close to it, right? Oh, that guy wasn't dead. Wow. Live and learn. Or in his case, don't! Ha-ha! Oh wait, I should kick this over. That was almost awesome. Hey, buddy. I need you to try something with me, okay? Ready? That wasn't it. Yes! Oh my god. There, that's the longsword I'm talking about. Can I have it now? No. What? Oh my god, those logs are murdering the F out of people. Wait, did the longsword disappear again? All I'm seeing are the Egyptian swords. Oh, it's possible the longsword... No, there it is. There it is. I thought it possible the longsword isn't coded yet, but that's not right. So let's get rid of that. And nope, that's another Egyptian sword. Yeah, no sign of that longsword. Huh. Hey, guys. Oh. Time to kick more barrels into dudes. Oh, that didn't work as well as I'd hoped. None of this is, really. Ow! Oh, I like that little sidestep dodge you do. Can I learn to do one of those? 'Cause that'd be great. Okay, so. Plan is kill this guy on his own. And then, like... Oh, only one of them died? Oh, that's sad, but... What are you gonna do? Alright, then kick that rock into the other bunch of guys. Hilarious. No! No one told me those were dynamite barrels. Although one went off next to a dude and it didn't hurt him at all, so... Can't be very good dynamite. Wow, that didn't work. I'm a little sad now. Put a lot of planning into that. Well, almost no planning, but I did, you know, try to do something. Oof. God. I'd once again say, even by your standards, that was terrible on a bridge, but at this point, why am I even holding you to standards? At some point, it's just my fault. Again, if you guys would hand me some context and put a bit of a plot in this, and like, I could really see having a lot of fun with this game. Yeah, keep dodging, you jerk. So here's my question, and you explain to me how this works. How do they go from swinging a sword? So I stand here with the thing ready to go, right? I wait for him to start swinging, and then I attack, but then in mid, like in mid his swing, he's able to cancel out and go into like a dodge. That seems a little unfair to me. I mean, okay, I have kicking power, so really I'm the ultimate in unfairness, but it does seem weird that they can immediately cancel out of their moves whenever they want if it, you know, they need to defeat me. Careful. Nope. So some of them are dynamite barrels and some of them aren't. Come on, come and get me. Ta-da! Is it the terrible PS Move controls in Harry Potter? All right. Oh, the woods, you say? That was actually pretty awesome. Where was I? Yes, getting a giant clavier. Dropping logs on dudes is so much fun. It's really, like, when I was in that marketplace level, I'm like, I don't see how this game is going to keep getting better. Like, kicking dudes into marketplace stalls is okay. Can you build a whole game around that? And the answer is no. But we're going to let you kick dudes into piles of logs that serve no clear purpose out here in the middle of the woods. Really doesn't look like a logging camp, but whatever. Just enjoy yourself. No! Get up. Yes. No! They got me! Oh. Get up. What are you doing? See, I can't cancel out of a charged attack to start blocking. I don't have any dodge options. Just seems weird. Maybe my character is named Kurr? That could be it. I need a way better weapon. Seriously, it's really bothering me. What's the name of this, the Gladiator game? Oh, this is going terribly. Oh, that is a weird choice. Unabridged. Hey, finally I got my hands on the longsword. Nice. It hasn't stopped their awesome ability to instantly block anything I do, but, you know. And see what I'm saying? It's like the timing on their attacks and their ability to insta-block everything all the time means that you have to lean on just knocking them back and doing stabbing them when they're on the ground, right? So Gorn, it's called Gorn, right? And that's just, you know, I mean, it's fun watching the interactions and the physics stuff happen, but can you build a whole game around that? Don't you need a slightly more robust sword play system? It's true, Sunset Overdrive is pretty badass. Wow, there are a lot of these dudes. Here, quick, better sprint. Is there a sprint button? There isn't. Oh, there's a jump button, though. Come on, guys. Here, get a little bit closer, and then... Did that get all of them? No, just a couple of them. Still, it all worked out. That's pretty awesome. I had no idea Panther A's were that big.
Did we find out which
All right, here we go.
Point Break movie it was?
No. Congrats, Hans. Is it a famous musical? I was in a musical once. It didn't go well. Long story short, I got sued.
God.
Careful.
I was also in a musical once.
Nobody got sued, though.
No. Although someone decided to cast me in a musical when I can't sing.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on their part.
Not that I can't sing. I have the worst singing voice in the world.
That's the same thing. When someone says you can't sing, they don't mean you're physically incapable of modulating your voice.
No, some people are tone deaf. Some people have no, musical experience.
Boom! Yes,
I
but
was
they
like,
can still
"But
try to sing.
You're musically trained. Of course you can sing something simple." I'm like, no, I have a horrible voice.
Oh yeah, well that's a beautiful choice then, Hans. Way to go. It's the Queen Jukebox Musical.
Ooh.
Yeah. Obviously that's a great choice. Queen only has great songs. That's not true. It's just most of them are great.
I have like 3 of them stuck in my head and have been singing them all day.
There you go. Yeah, Queen is the best at music. They always were. Some people are like, oh, aren't they just the people from Highlander and Flash Gordon? I'm like, no, they're so much more than that. Aren't they just the people from before sporting events start? And I'm like, kind of? But no, they're so much more than that.
Aren't they the people that wrote that song?
Nice! Seriously, though, I'm not really trying to complain about Bohemian Rhapsody, but how do you gloss over them writing all of the songs for the movie Flash Gordon?
Yeah, that was
And
weird.
that being a huge deal for them as a band. Because it's like, suddenly a major film release is entirely scored by Queen. That's a big deal for them, and it was a big deal for them, and it doesn't get mentioned once in the film.
Here's my
It's
thing about the
crazy.
I think eventually it's going to be like there could be a documentary or a book about this film in the way there was, what's the Val Kilmer movie called that they had the documentary about? The crazy one.
Oh, yes. The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Island of Dr. Moreau style. There's an entire feature in the craziness that went on.
Wouldn't surprise me with that Bryan Singer jive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm kicking everyone into the
Bryan
water,
Singer
and it's
just
making me
stopped
so
showing
happy.
Up to the set.
This is amazing. Did he fall over the side?
And like the members of Queen were supposed to have final say so on the storyline.
Yep.
And
Yay!
considering how off the story was on the actual events, I think at that point they were just going, fine,
What
let's just
the
make
heck?
this.
Oh my god, I'm drowning everyone, and it's so satisfying. If only we were at the side of a cliff so I could kick people even farther off the edge. Oh, I wanted to do the block move to knock them off, and I died instead. Kaboom! Damn it. Come on. Alright, well that was just embarrassing. What? I officially love this guy. No! Oh, they got me. This is pretty great. Like, I was iffy on this game, and then we got to the port, and now I'm like, this is the best thing I've played in ages. I just want to keep kicking people off of cliffs forever. Can we just make that all the game is from now on? What I'm saying is, if the next level doesn't have a cliff in it, we might stop playing the game. Yes! A little farther. Do you know how much it ticks me off that in Dark Souls and all of its sequels, you can never kick people off of ledges? Like, there's no way to throw dudes backwards with an attack, really? And even though that game is 80% spent on cliffs, never once do you get to throw somebody off a cliff. What an incredible oversight that is by those developers. I'm looking at you, From Software. Go back to making giant robot games and leave, you know, awesome cliff-based action to people who know about the importance of kicking people off of cliffs. Okay. Awesome. I know plenty of stage crew people. I know someone who turned their love of stage crew in high school into a career, and is now a much sought-after rigging person. This doesn't even offer VR. It's weird that this doesn't offer VR, given that, you know, it's like lower polygon. Will do, Phoenix. Boom. So do you want us to check out Dead Rising 3 here on the channel? I was going to play it on the stream last night, but then it wouldn't load. It was very finicky. I was sad because I really like Dead Rising 3. That was close. I almost hit him. Hey, guys. Long story short, I don't have a weapon anymore, so you're just going to have to chase me. Huh. Well, you guys really seem like you're angry about something. Is it all of your friends that I've drowned? It is. Whoops. Oh, this is getting awesome. Well, I'll see if it's still installed then, Phoenix. I might have uninstalled it in anger after, you know, it wouldn't load. And, you know, I made a mental note to reinstall later and just not got around to do that yet, but we will check. Hey, guy! Now that's an awesome sword. It's a kukri blade, the custom weapon of the Gurkhas. India's most deadly assassins. And by assassins, I mean commandos. I don't know why I said assassins. They don't smoke pot. Actually, maybe they do smoke pot. I don't know anything about the... That was the thing that pissed me off the most when they were talking about the League of Shadows and Arrow. It's like, do you know why we call ourselves assassins? And I'm like, pause. Please let the next 5 minutes be about how much they love pot. It has to be about how much they love pot, because that's why they're called assassins. And then it wasn't, and it really pissed me off.
I love that that's what pisses off an Arrow.
Yeah. Oh my god, more places to kick people off of roofs! We're now in a flooded town. This is great! It's like the game, 4 levels in, figured out exactly what the best part of the game was, and just let us go for it. Fight in the flood.
I love that that's what you complain about on Arrow, which should tell everyone how soon you stop watching it.
It's true. Arrow only got 1,000 times worse.
Oh my gosh, so much worse.
Hey guys. I'd say come and get me, but I mean you should try. But I'm just gonna kick you into the flood.
They have Mr. Terrific on Arrow, and I still can't win.
Oh no! Oh, that sounds cool, Hots. As you know, seamless scene changes are very important for good theater. You don't want the audience sitting there looking at a curtain until people have had time to move all the furniture around. No! I'm surrounded! Oh, good. They screwed up. Into the drink with thee, ye. Ye? Robots don't say ye. If you know what that's a reference to, be the first commenter below the video to mention it.
Okay.
And you'll win a prize. Just drop that in the comment section below the video, along with time code for where in the video I asked the question, and boom, prize is yours.
Which was the first musical to do the
It was
weird,
ABBA.
The revolving
Oh, the
stage,
revolving set? Ooh.
it wasn't Les Mis.
No, it was way
It was
way before Les
Miss
Mis.
Saigon?
Maybe
No,
Miss Saigon.
Maybe Miss Saigon?
Maybe.
I'm trying to remember.
Ooh,
So I
that's a
remember it
tough
was
one.
such a big deal.
Yeah, they had the big revolving set. Yeah! This is so great! Oh, this game has really won my admiration. Way to go, Nur Spagman. Or whatever your name was. I don't remember the ridiculous second word. Yes, Legends of Tomorrow is a lot of fun. Splash?
Oh my god, Legends of Tomorrow is the best.
Yeah, it's famously the best. It's the only one of the shows that's any fun at all.
Supergirl is also fun.
Every now and then.
No, you haven't watched past the first season.
I haven't. Okay, well that's good to know that it improved. Because that was a very weak first season.
Yeah. No, get past the first season and then you're fine. And The Flash has gotten very good in the last 2 seasons.
Boom! I'll
Last
never
season
forgive
was
the Flash.
better than this season. But it's still gotten very good.
And just like, seriously, I will never forgive the Flash for doing the first season. Alright, what if he spends the whole year working with a scientist to try and improve his speed, but then it turns out the scientist is just a famous supervillain trying to steal his speed? Okay, great. We had a great first season of television. thumbs up. What should we do this year? What if he spends the whole year working with scientists trying to improve his speed, but then at the end it turns out it was just a supervillain trying to steal his speed? Did no one notice that you did that exact same story beat for beat last year? How about next time, there's another guy trying to steal his speed, but this time it's like a clone of him. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good that I stopped watching you, Flash. I would have been too angry too much of the time.
The strange part is, you just described everything up to season 3.
No!
And season 4 is where it gets hilarious and amazing. Season 4 is where they introduce Ralph Dibny.
And that's great.
Who should have his own show.
If it had been about, if they had done The Elongated Man instead of Flash, I never would have missed an episode. But they didn't do that.
Also,
They did Flash, and they,
considering I'm the bigger Flash fan, and I'm still accepting of the show, I think you're being a little too funny.
You say that, but, I adore the Flash, and no one ever does Flash's real origin story, which is, he was given his powers by a wizard who travels around the multiverse, giving nice people superpowers. It's a pretty wonderful origin story, and everything about the Speed Force sucks in comparison. Compared to a wizard who travels around the multiverse giving people powers. It's weird that this upsets you so much.
Because it's not the real origin story. You already had a real origin story.
Well, no, but they explained where the lightning bolt came from.
Yeah, but that was a weird retcon thing that no one ever liked and they very quickly got rid of.
I'm just saying it's better than the Speed Force.
I'm fine with the Speed Force.
And
the
that's
Speed Force
fine,
gives
too.
us Max Mercury, which,
It's true.
by the way, Flash writers, Max Mercury, get on it.
Again, we already had Max Mercury without the Speed Force. He was just the guy who knew math to become, we didn't need the Speed Force, really. The interdimensional thing that all speedsters have. It's just like, he's a guy who, using math, figured out how to travel super fast.
No. I'm referring to I'm referring to a specific storyline.
Ah, okay. Oh, you mean why he came back?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Then yes,
There's
okay,
an
that's
amazing
fine.
storyline there that I don't want to spoil for anybody.
Yeah, no, we won't spoil it. But anyway, like I said, no. If I'm being brutally honest, I never forgave the Flash for having him not kill the Reverse Flash. For copping out in the definitive part of the Flash story. But, the most interesting thing about the Reverse Flash is that he becomes a supervillain because he finds out that the Flash killed him. And so you should have him kill the Reverse Flash at the end of their first season together, and then still be bedeviled by the Reverse Flash for the rest of his career, because he's a time traveler, and that's how logic paradoxes work. It would have been amazing. And they copped out of it in the first season by having the Reverse Flash be erased from existence instead, and the Flash didn't have to do anything, and then they undid that immediately and just kept bringing him back over and over again. I'm like, well, if you were just going to undo it, why didn't you have him kill the Reverse Flash, idiots? No, again, I would never forgive them for copping out on that one.
Again,
Boom.
much better and you need to watch season 4.
Well, I do love the guy playing Ralph Dibny.
Oh my
he's
god,
great.
he's so good!
I mean, he's one of the best characters, and the actor's great, so yeah, totally. Boom. Sorry, pal. Oh my god, that was amazing! I used a dude as a projectile against another dude. And that guy just kicked into the water. Sorry, blocked into the water. That guy kicked into the water.
It's not a mistake that the best season of the
this is
show
so good.
is the season where he wasn't fighting a Speed Force guy.
Well, yeah, that was the best season you told me.
Yeah. The Thinker
That's
was
the
great.
mind stealing, the body stealing dude.
Thinker.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was great. This season, he's mostly not fighting a Speed Force person.
Well, the problem is, and this is the real issue, and this is why, if I have one tip to offer you if you're working on writing about superheroes, never have a super speed character, because someone who works on a different time scale is obviously instantly the most powerful person and they can never be defeated. That's just a fact. Like, anyone, you have to be a bad writer. Like, there's no way to write a challenge well for someone who can move that fast. One of my favorite things is, so when they restarted The Flash, right? After Crisis on Infinite Earths, they tried to put in this line, because they tried to massively depower The Flash, because they're like, no, he can move faster than light. It's impossible to write a threat for him. So he can only run like 300 miles an hour.
And he had to eat, otherwise
And he had to constantly eat to pass out. And like, and he had to have a bit of a run-up. And then there's this ridiculous moment in it where he's like, where he talking about Barry Allen, the original Flash, who could run as fast as light. He's like, Barry Allen used to hate to fly because he would always be afraid that a plane was going to crash, and he, the fastest man alive, there's nothing he could do about it. And I'm like, bitch, he's the Flash. In the picosecond before the plane crashed, he could stand up, open the door, carry everyone out of the plane, and move them all a mile away before the plane crashed. That is not a threat to Barry Allen. It's a threat to you, whose speed kind of sucked, but it's not a threat to Barry Allen. But then, they started massively increasing his speed again, too, and by like 10 issues in, he's like got in this thing where his speed force works so well that someone shoots a bullet at the back of his head, and just the, like, his subconscious feeling the heat of an approaching bullet puts him into speed mode, so he's able to essentially stop time and just walk out of the way. And I'm like, you don't see how that's far too powerful?
Yeah, Mark Waid's run on The Flash was amazing.
Oh, it was. It's great writing. I'm just saying, you have to sabotage yourself to pretend that anyone could be a threat. Oh no, Batman's got a cold gun.
Yes.
Whatever shall I do? Stop time and walk behind him and flick him in the back of the head?
He doesn't fight Captain Cold.
No, I'm talking about the original Flash. Like, the problem is, the only people who can threaten the Flash are other super speed characters, and then you're just doing a story about people with super speed fighting each other every single week.
But of course, Mark Waid didn't do that.
No, he did it by massively depowering Wally West.
Although,
he was able to do
Wally
good
West
stories.
wasn't depowered that long.
No, he wasn't. He got his power back, and he still managed to do a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, he still managed to do a good job.
Because you make the stories the same as telling stories about Superman.
Boom.
See, your beloved Superman has the same problem.
I know.
He's so powerful that it's the same issue.
That's why all of my favorite Superman stories are Superman stories about Superman being, you know, a friendlier version of a Greek god, dropping by people's lives
That's
to
why
screw with them and
all
do
the good
justice.
runs on Superman are things that are just about Superman's. Like, yeah, there's some kind of thing to solve or, you know, guy to fight, but it's more just about the relationships he has.
No!
And the interaction with other characters.
What it comes down to is
It's
the best
fascinating.
Superman stories. There's only one best Superman story,
Oh.
and then everything else doesn't matter. But the best Superman stories are the ones where it's like, I don't know, he makes the world think that he hates Jimmy Olsen for some reason, or like he has to pretend to be a genie to like screw with some Russian spies.
Oh, really? You went to like jokey Superman stories, not
Yeah.
the actual best Superman.
No, I
stories?
said there was a best.
Oh.
And then there's everything else, and in everything else, the only ones I care about are the ones where he's like, I'm gonna become a British DJ for no reason.
There's some legitimately good Superman stories.
And there's a wonderful story where he's like, oh, I'm gonna become the best at every sport on Earth. What? You're gonna become the best at every sport on Earth? Yep, that's me, Superman. I'm gonna just start humiliating Earthlings by showing them how I'm the best at every sport. So put me up with the best of everybody. And it's like, so he would try boxing, and he made everyone else wear full plate armor, and he would still knock them down with a single tap of his finger. Because again, he's Superman. And I'm like, why are you even trying to fight him? He's like, and then he just kept like kicking footballs into orbit, and you know, playing tennis against himself, because that's the only person on Earth who was fast enough to play tennis against him, and having to play with like an iron racket because otherwise he would destroy the ball. An iron racket and an iron ball because his swings were so powerful he would destroy them otherwise.
Well, the Flash could be that.
Oh yeah, he could beat him,
Yeah.
but that would be the only person.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a
Because-
Flash comic.
Because as we found out from every race comic book,
Yeah.
yeah, usually they tied because the Flash was nice.
Yeah. But what it comes down to is, and that's the problem with super speed characters, you have to be an incredible writer, which most Flash writers aren't, to do something
We're
where
looking at you, Jeff Johns. We're really sorry. We kind of like you as a writer, but
when
don't
you're a
write the
character
Flash.
who can essentially stop time, there's nothing that can defeat you. unless a great writer manages to make it more complicated than who has the better power. Because when it comes down to it is,
Well, it has to be
being
like,
super speed
psychological.
always is the best power. Like, I just remember watching the first season of The Flash, and he's fighting, I don't remember who, but she had, like, lightning powers, and she would point her finger and shoot a light beam at him, and I'm like, yeah, but for The Flash, it takes the equivalent of 100 years to finish pointing your finger at him. And they're still acting like, oh, I've got to dodge. No, you don't. I always... And that's the thing, it's like, you have to accept this compromise of what the character can do just to let the show happen. Because every time he goes to stop a bank robbery, he goes, and he, like, comes into the place, and he talks to the bank robber and lets them explain what their gimmick is before he stops them. And I'm like, let them explain what their gimmick is after they're in prison, because you put them in prison before they knew you were there.
Well, and that's like the first season of The Flash. They had a massive misunderstanding of what the character was.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, look at how horribly they wrote Captain Cold.
Oof.
And I mean, yes, they fixed that later, but
God.
they made him like a murdering asshole with no redeeming qualities. And you're like, okay, he was Wentworth Miller, so he had one redeeming quality.
Yeah, he's a charming guy.
And Wentworth Miller is just, awesome playing a villain.
Well, the problem is, like, on Arrow, you could do a show where literally every character was a serial killer.
Yeah.
By the way, on Arrow, he only ever fights serial killers. Where every character's a serial killer, because at the end of the episode, Arrow kills that guy. And we're like, okay, well, that's fine.
Until later when he stops killing.
Yeah, that was garbage. But anyway, but on The Flash, like, The Flash shouldn't be fighting serial killers at all. Oh, we're done the game. I'm sad now.
The interesting thing is, the Flash becomes friends with Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Like, Captain Cold still remains like a thief, but refuses to kill or hurt anybody because of his respect for Barry Allen.
Which is nice, but it really, because I'm like, it's nice and all that you feel that way, Captain Cole, but hey, remember that plane full of cops you blew up in the first season?
Well,
I don't
again,
know
I'm
we should be
referring to
forgiving
the
you
comic
of that.
books, not the thing.
Yeah, but they still work together.
Which they then retconned into the thing. I don't want to ruin stuff.
No, don't ruin stuff.
But anyway.
Die. But yeah, it's like, I just want a world where superheroes aren't always fighting serial killers. Can we do something different?
That's what was interesting about Flash writing. That's what Gardner Fox did with Barry Allen Flash. He had him talk to the villains. Yes, there's a bank robber and he comes in and he stops and he speaks to them because he tries to talk them down.
Well, no, and that's what even the best writer, Mark Waid, brought back a lot of classic Flash villains. And I'm like, the genius of the end of Flash when what's-his-name was writing it.
Gardner Fox.
No, Gardner Fox was retired by then.
I
You know, the guy who came afterwards. When he was writing it, Carrie Bates? Maybe Carrie Bates? But anyway, the genius of that was, when he wrapped up Barry Allen's story, he also wrapped up, definitively, the story of every single member of the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah.
Every single member. To the point where Reverse Flash was dead, Abracadabra was back in the future, everyone else had retired or turned good. It was over. And he's like, here you go, Mark Waid, take over, do something entirely new with the character. And then he did for a while, but then they're like, you gotta bring back the classic Flash villains and undermine everything that Gardner Fox and Carrie Bates accomplished.
The classic Flash villains he brought back were not the actual original.
No, but, well, some of them were, but some of them weren't.
Some were. They had Captain Cold put back, but Captain Cold was still Captain Cold. He was still, oh, okay, I'm not gonna, kill people and stuff, because I respect
Which is great.
I respected Barry Allen too much.
Until someone else took over. What's his name? The garbage
Jeff
one?
Johns?
Until Jeff Johns took over and all went to garbage. Spoiler alert, Jeff Johns is the executive responsible for all the garbagey stuff on WB's TV shows. He is?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they're not basing their ideas of superheroes on Mark Waid. They're basing them on Jeff Johns.
Oh, I'm aware.
And that's the problem.
They clearly, the people they have writing The Flash have clearly read a bunch of awesome DC comics and now have their own knowledge and aren't listening to Jeff Johns.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was frustrating for a very long time.
I saw Jeff Jones's run when he made Pied Piper evil, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, he did that with a lot.
And again, they introduced Pied Piper in season 1 and had him be evil, and I was like, oh, MF no.
Yeah.
And now they have him as a good guy. But
Which
they
is
never
fine.
have him back.
Yay!
I wish they would have him back more.
Maybe he's got other jobs. What's that? He definitely doesn't? Oh, okay.
I'm fine if you recast. I just want a recurring gay character on The Flash.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. Anyway, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots go in the comments section below the video. If you want to answer the quiz, that goes into the comment section as well. Just remember to put a time code for where in the video I asked the quiz question. Hopefully they add more levels where you can kick people off of things in this game and a little context to the action, and if they do, they're going to have something special. But for right now, it's just a cute little oddity. Thumbs up that it gets better in the future.